Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we have another offering from VEVOR. This is their manual half-ton Arbor press. Now, when VEVOR reached out and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing this product, I took a little time and thought about it. And ultimately, as you can see here, I told them, yes, I'd be interested in reviewing this product. In the mid to late 90s, before I hired out on the railroad, I worked for 5 years as a service manager for a Makita warranty station. So I worked every single day on power tools. We used to use presses like this all the time in that shop. So for example, if a power tool came in and it had a bad ball bearing, we would extract that ball bearing out, replace it, and use a press just like this to press those ball bearings back in and put this power tool back together. Now, this press has many more applications than just that. We'll talk about that in the video today. So I hope you enjoy. Let's take a closer look. I'm very excited about this one. So here's a look at the side of the package, which has some of the specifications of it. It also has some contact information if you're looking for VEVOR in the UK and in Germany, and also here in Rancho Cucamonga, California. So there's some contact info, but without further ado, let's go ahead and open this box up. You can see that it's packaged very well. They got some little wood and stuff in there. This thing's quite heavy, so let's pull this out and get this thing down. A little bit dirty right now, but that's the way it is. So there is some of that little thin wood that they put in there in the packing to make sure that this thing doesn't get damaged in shipment. I think that's pretty cool. I might even be able to use those for another project. Pretty cool. So let's get some of this stuff out of here. There should be 3 different punches here. There should be a flat, a pointed, and a round drift. So here we have the round drift. And then here we have a flat drift. So very cool. And then they also have the pointed one. That's the one that we usually used on the ball bearings, but you can use any of these. The next thing that we see is the handle itself. So I'll go ahead and get this undone. This is a solid steel handle. This is a 10-inch handle, so this will provide lots of leverage for using this press. We're also going to pull this tag off. And this other zip tie. Wow, that is nice. That's very nice. Very cool. You can see right here, there's the 3.5-inch 4-hole steel anvil plate. So on the smallest one, that's 0.3 of an inch. Then you have this one, which is 0.6 of an inch. Then you have 0.8 of an inch, and then 1.3 inches. As you can see, everything is lubricated. It's fresh out of the box. Very nice. So what you can do, you can loosen this bolt here and put whichever drift you want in there. So in this case, I'm just going to put the round one in. This thing feels heavy duty, and it comes coated with rust resistant finish on there. Very cool. We can turn this. This pulls out. Look at that big old pinion gear there. That is fantastic. Boy, I like the way this is built. We just need to tighten this up and get this thing going. This is really nice. That's the first thing I'm thinking is heavy duty. We can tighten that down. This fits right here. Right there, there's a little hole drilled. So yeah, you can put that to whatever size you want. This handle, you can see it's got the anti-slip design on it. So we'll just go like this, put that through. So that'll go like that. You can rotate this thing in or out. That is very nice. I like this quite a bit. I need to tighten this set screw. Now the actual working stroke of this Arbor press is 4.7 inches, but the maximum height that you can get is only 4.6 inches. I think that's because they're including the drift that you put in here, whichever drift you're using. This is really nice. You can use these things for stamping leather if you want to do leather crafts. You can also use them for aluminum, for jewelry, handcrafts. You can punch ID cards with this. You can do cut things. You can apply rivets to things. You can carve things. The gears on this thing are very solid. Everything just feels beefy and solid. Obviously, it's fresh out of the package. It's got that rust-resistant coating on it, so it will need to be cleaned up before put into operation. I think this is fantastic. It's heavy. It's made out of cast iron. It's very solid. So let's go ahead and take a look at the user manual. So here's that. As you can see, they have different models. This is the model that we're working with today, AP-1. I think that's fantastic. Here is some information, so feel free to pause your screen if you see anything there that you might want to read a little bit longer. I want to say thank you to VEVOR for sending this unit out for review. I really like this. I think it's going to be useful. So as you can see, you have a parts breakdown, so you look at whatever number that you're looking for, and then you can come over here to the corresponding number and it'll tell you what the name of the part is, and that way you can get those parts if you need them. So very cool. Operation, changing the RAM position, set up an operation, which we've already done. Very nice. So it's very simple manual. So here's a look at it from the side. You can just get this thing dialed down, and then when you get to where you need that leverage, you can extend this arm out and get all kinds of leverage on this thing. I really like this. This is pretty darn cool. You can put a screw in here, and I think the screw might have been missing. So if you want to lock your handle in place, you can tighten a screw in here, and then your handle won't be slipping all over the place. Heavy duty. This thing feels like a tank. I love the way the gears are. They're very, very sturdy. Everything's strong. It's got kind of almost an industrial feel to it. Looking underneath, look at that. That thing is just cast like crazy. Nice unit. Well, folks, my final thoughts on this unit are pretty cut and dried. First off, we're looking at the finish, and it's a little rough around the edges. That's no problem with me. It does have that rust prevention coating on it out of the box, so you'll need to clean this thing up before you use it. Now you can probably look on the computer and find other Arbor presses that have nice clean, they ground down and they're not as rough around the edges and not oily, and they got a good powder coating on them or a good paint job. But when you're looking at those, also take a look at the price point. This press is under $60, and that's because it's a little rough around the edges. They're making it possible for you to buy this tool at a discounted price and actually put it on your desk and be able to use it instead of paying more money for something that's maybe a little bit nicer. I don't think that those presses are any better because this thing has the same amount of mechanical leverage that you can find on those other ones. I like the option of tightening this set screw here. If you're going to be doing the same thing every day, you can put that handle in whatever position you need. If you don't know what you're going to be doing on a daily basis, you can adjust this back a little bit, and that will allow this handle to swing, and then you can get it adjusted to whatever you're going to be doing on any given day. I really like this press. There's 2 holes on the top here where you can put oil in and keep this thing nice and oiled up and nice and loose. These gears are solid. I love the construction of it. It's heavy duty. I love the fact that it comes with 3 different drifts. You have a flat, a point, and a round. I just love that. I can't say enough good things about this press. If you're interested in this or anything VEVOR, please make sure that you're checking the description box down below. In this video, I'll put a link to where you can find this. And on the way out, please do me a favor and thumb up this video. I work really hard on these videos, and I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a look at this video. Until next time, folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.